It's also the era where everything can be live-streamed. Who would have thought that nowadays even the collapse of big companies can be live-streamed? Since rumors began circulating that multiple departments of jiyue were being dissolved on the spot, the real-time downfall of this car company has dominated the internet's hot searches for 2 days. For friends who don't know what's happening, this year, jiyue is not the first new energy car company showing signs of collapse. Earlier this year, Hifi faced issues. Mid-year, Hosen Auto had massive layoffs. The end of the year was exposed for owing debts, and now jiyue has emerged. Frequent upheavals among new energy car companies have affected not only employees seeking wages, but also numerous car owners. A new car has only been on the market for half a year, and the car company has already collapsed. What kind of thing is this? The technology media account at Techstar at Tech publicly demanded payment from jiyue, accusing it of owing suppliers 360,000 yuan, thereby opening the prelude to a turbulent night in the new energy sector. Not long after, yesterday afternoon, jiyue's CEO Xie Yeping published an internal letter stating that the company is encountering difficulties. Following that, numerous jiyue employees across the internet were informed that they are going to lose their jobs. The most absurd thing is that a regional store streamer of jiyue was playing the background music from Happy Days while live streaming sales. When she learned that her job was about to be lost, she was stunned and reacted for a moment, then confirmed with her colleagues whether there would be compensation. The second before she learned the news, she was still working hard, creating a live streaming atmosphere. I was just here pretending to be Crane Shinchan and pretending to be Ziwei Zheizhe. On her personal account, the pinned post is still work photos related to jiyue taken in September. This morning, numerous jiyue employees blocked the CEO Xie Yeping at the company's Shanghai headquarters, demanding an explanation. It is reported that the employees' salaries for November have been paid, but social insurance for November and December have not been paid, requiring employees to pay themselves. Currently, all operations have come to a halt. Ironically, the wall at the scene where jiyue employees were demanding an explanation was printed with the slogan, "In the history of Chinese intelligent automobiles, every jiyue person will have their name." This year, jiyue is not the first new energy car company showing signs of collapse. Earlier this year, Hifi faced issues. Mid-year, Hosen Auto had massive layoffs. The end of the year was exposed for owing debts, and now jiyue has emerged. Frequent upheavals among new energy car companies have affected not only employees seeking wages, but also numerous car owners. A new car has only been on the market for half a year, and the car company has already collapsed. What kind of thing is this? 2024, the year of new energy delinquents. According to a report by Jimian News, jiyue plans to retain a very small number of employees to maintain operations. The remaining employees have two options: either leave after the 16th and receive an +1 compensation by the end of February next year, or choose to stay. But salaries will not be paid starting December, and employees will be in a self-funded working situation. Self-funded working is a rather niche term. After the news of layoffs broke, many jiyue employees who suddenly learned about losing their jobs went into a company bankruptcy driving me crazy state online. Some did live streams and slacking off. When asked by netizens if they can still buy cars or how after sales would work, the streamer replied, "If you are afraid that after the company collapses there's nowhere to get parts, you might as well buy 2 cars." Others were confused and helpless. Upon hearing that salaries and social insurance were cut off, some angrily took 4 packs of tissues and 6 pairs of socks from the company and went home. Some bloggers visited nearby jiyue stores and found that most had already closed down. Store employees said that last night they suddenly had a meeting deciding to close the stores. Some netizens posted their unaccepted jiyue job offers, stating that a few days ago HR was still discussing the start date and possible delays in joining. And in the blink of an eye the company collapsed. What is called collapsing overnight? This time everyone has opened their eyes. Screenshots circulated online. The initial public debt demand was by Techstar, which is Jiyue's media supplier. Simply put, Jiyue had advertised or done marketing planning with that account. For car companies, individual media or bloggers' promotional fees can be considered relatively minor expenses within the entire supply chain. If even the small end of 360,000 yuan cannot be paid, the car company's debt situation, especially manufacturing debts, might already be very grim, since production costs are the major expenditure. In the afternoon, a Douyin TikTok account named @JiyueSupplierXingTang posted an announcement stating that Jiyue's Zhejiang Xingtang Culture Media Co. Limited 37 million yuan in advance payments. At night, the Sina Auto account reported that Jiyue is suspected of owing China Mobile over 2 million yuan in car networking fees. Among new energy force brands, Jiyue is not the only one being demanded for debts. Earlier this year, Hifi Auto's factory began to have suppliers block the gates multiple times demanding debts. In July, Hifi Auto's parent company, China United Asset Management, applied to the court for corporate restructuring because its assets cannot cover all due debts. In the second half of this year, Neda Auto was sued by Effort and Dongfeng Technology for owing payments, with amounts of 48.195 million yuan and 12.7303 million yuan respectively. Last week, Neda's operating entity, Hezong New Energy Group, was sued by Beijing DIS Public Relations Consultant Co. Ltd., with the involved amount reaching 53.55 million yuan. In total, Hezong is already entangled in lawsuits over approximately 110 million yuan in debts. This afternoon, Jiyue CEO Xia Yeping stated in an internal meeting, "Currently, the company's accounts have been frozen. I am not the primary person responsible for the company, but I will try my best to resolve the social insurance issues for Beijing employees by 1 a.m. tomorrow. The social insurance issues for Shanghai employees will be resolved by the 27th. The specific operations still need to be discussed with the board. The shareholders are willing to bear the compensation for employees leaving, but the specific plan needs to be discussed with the shareholders and the HR department." He emphasized that the company is not shutting down or collapsing, and he is still actively seeking financing. The vehicle warranties and software services will not be interrupted. With the situation reaching this point, it's almost as if Jiyue's corporate career is only one step away from failure. Even if Xia Yeping can still seek financing and get through the immediate difficulties, allowing the company to breathe again operationally, will consumers still be willing to buy Jiyue cars after this ordeal? The industry stampede of new energy affects ordinary people. Jiyue's collective crisis can actually be compared to a stampede event within the industry. In recent years, the number of new energy car brands entering the competition has been too many and too crowded, something that most people may have sensed. The market is flooded with new energy brands, too numerous to recognize, remember, or understand. Jiz, Jihu, Jiyue, Jishi, the brand names together seem like playing a matching game. From a distance, it looks prosperous and bustling. The public's understanding and recognition of the new energy category has indeed increased because of this. But up close, one can see that many new brands have to do everything possible to capture a small portion of the market, without indicators for long-term sustainability. Now not only Jiyue car owners are angry and helpless, but many other new energy brand car owners are also worried. This crisis's impact is not limited to Jiyue. It will cause a ripple effect on consumer trust, invisibly affecting the public's overall perception of new energy force brands. Too many to count. In a picture showing worn-out new energy car logos, many brands have already exited the competition. On top of that, since last year, Tesla has started a comprehensive price war, increasing pressure on all car companies, especially cash flow pressure. On one hand, spending money like water, racing in R&D, technology, and marketing. on the other hand, facing profitability difficulties, fierce competition, and price wars with peers. For new brands with small sales volumes and tight cash chains, this is not a friendly market environment that allows for slow growth. The chance of jiyue collapsing overnight is related to its precarious cash chain, and jiyue Insider told Sina Technology that the event was triggered by the shareholders no longer providing support, leading the company to run out of money. The original plan was to have a 3 billion yuan financing in the second half of this year. Basically, it's a done deal. The company's business has been progressing, but when the company actually had no money and was hoping the 3 billion financing would come through quickly, Baidu suddenly backed out. Founder William Li commented on the market judgment, the most intense and cruel stage of the smart electric vehicle industry qualification race has arrived. In 2 or 3 years, only a few excellent companies will survive. Xpeng CEO He Xiaopeng also believes 2024 is the first year of the Blood Sea competition for Chinese automobile brands, which is the first year of the elimination round. I firmly believe that in the next 3 years, China's new energy vehicles will enter the elimination stage. Founder William Li commented on the market judgment, the most intense and cruel stage of the smart electric vehicle industry qualification race has arrived. In 2 or 3 years, only a few excellent companies will survive. Unfortunate car owners left abandoned who can fix the car when it breaks. Now, the most pressing issue facing jiyue car owners and many other new energy car brand car owners are also wondering is how to conclude this. Although Xia Yeping promised in the response that jiyue's vehicle warranties and software services would not be interrupted, and although the Ministry of Commerce had formulated the automobile sales management measures, requiring suppliers to ensure at least 10 years of after-sales service for discontinued models. Based on existing cases, if a car company collapses, car owners' situations are not optimistic. According to the China Automobile Dealers Association, over 160,000 existing car owners are involved with new energy car companies that have applied for bankruptcy or long-term suspension. These unfinished car owners generally face maintenance difficulties, functions being terminated, and a series of problems like second-hand market values slashing by half. Unlike fuel vehicles, which have a long history and a mature third-party maintenance and servicing system, many new energy vehicle parts themselves have limited production. Once official maintenance ceases, third-party maintenance will find it difficult to find matching parts. In the bankruptcy reorganization of WM Motor in 2023, car owners on their Baidu Tiba were helping each other repair cars. Through questions and answers, they help each other figure out possible causes of vehicle malfunctions, where to buy small parts, etc., because WM Motor's official app has been removed from the Apple Store. Some car owners even need to ask for software installation packages. New energy vehicles generally come equipped with some onboard intelligent application platforms, and some functions may also lose their functionality as the car company ceases operations. After the jiyue incident, blogger at Frostleaf, who had purchased products from a collapsing new energy car company, suggested give up functions like assisted driving, navigation, etc., and become proficient in manual driving again. However, after the car company falls into the operational quagmire, it's not just about completely collapsing and abandoning car owners. Opel exited the Chinese market, after which its after-sales service was taken over by parent company General Motors. Similarly, GAC Honda took over related services after Acula exited China. As jiyue is one of Geely's numerous subsidiaries, if it really collapses, Geely may step in to take over the existing 12,000 jiyue car owners. The truly cruel elimination competition in new energy has just begun.